It's lost. It's going to surrender. It's cutting rates because nobody can afford to pay. It's going to cut rates to prevent default, insolvency, right? But that's going to lead to runaway inflation.
Could your son be right, where artificial intelligence expands GDP so much that our debt just doesn't matter anymore and everything's great and there's no recession? What are the odds of us being able to escape massive pain? And you mentioned to yourself layoffs and unemployment, which is obviously a lagging indicator.
Yeah, obviously, my son thinks the odds are high. I don't know why he's that confident, but I think the odds are very low. Look, obviously, if AI, leads to such an enormous increase in productivity, in theory, right? If everybody can have their own AI that was so super intelligent that it can conjure up anything you need, almost like, remember Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie, right? Whatever Tony Nelson wanted, she just blinked and he could have it, right? Well, if AI could do that, I'd like a brand new car, and the AI just creates it from the molecules in the air. It creates your food. It gives you everything you need, and nobody has. Well, sure that no one needs anything. We don't need money, right? The problem isn't money; it's stuff. We need things, right? We need food, we need shelter, we need clothing, we need entertainment. There are a lot of things that we need, and we can't have them unless we produce them, right? We don't have to produce them ourselves. Somebody has to produce them, and we have to do something of value to exchange with the productive people so that we can have things. But if nobody needed to work, if we could just have all the things without having to do the work, well, then the problems are over, right? We don't need anything. And then it doesn't matter about, any of this, right?
And you just put your goggles on and get your stimulus check. And
you don't need a stimulus check. Your goggles give you whatever you want, right? The AI is so super intelligent that it's almost like a god. It has harnessed the powers of the universe, the force, right? This is like the ultimate, where it could just give you what you want. You don't have to work to earn something. And of course, people think governments give them things. Government doesn't have anything. It has to take it first. It has to take it from somebody who produced it to give it to somebody who didn't. But in the world of, all-powerful AI, everybody can have everything, because you're every AI. So obviously, we're not going to be there. But to the extent that, look, if a factory can, get rid of 100 workers and replace it with, an AI chip or whatever, it's a computer chip,
an Elon robot,
then productivity goes up. If we could have a much more efficient healthcare system because all the doctors are robots and they diagnose you immediately, or they figure out a cure so you don't even need an operation. They're so super smart that they just, here, take this pill, it'll cure everything that you have, right? All our healthcare costs go down. So yes, you could say that we could get a get out of jail free card from this productivity miracle. But look, I think that there is a lot of potential in AI, and it may take many more years or decades for it to fully develop. And in the meantime, to the extent that AI does eliminate the need for workers, the way governments are set up today, those workers just might immediately start getting government money. It's not like they're going to do something else that's valuable. They're just going to start collecting government money. And that's more inflation. And also, these programs like Social Security and Medicare, they depend on people working for a paycheck. If I replace my workers with a robot, there's no more FICA, right? Because, and so the government loses a lot of that tax revenue. And if they start spending money because they're giving everybody like a stimulus check because they no longer have a job. So in the short run, there could be a negative to the AI, not because of capitalism, but because of government, because of socialism. But the other thing is that AI is not just in America, it's all over the world.